the shadows we reside, cracking codes to flip the tide. Zeros and ones, our battle cry. System fall, we watch them die. Hack-Attack, no turning back. Red meets blue in the cyber attack. Firewall burns, the signals cracked. Hack-Attack, yeah.
All right, listen up, operators, because nobody signs up for this war, but here you are, already deployed. You didn't enlist, you didn't get drafted, but every click, every scroll, every like, that's your uniform now. Welcome to World War III, but it's got a new name, the Info Siege. No tanks, no trenches, just keystrokes and feeds scrolling faster than incoming artillery. Your device, that's your foxhole. Your attention, that's what's under attack. Let me paint this for you. Back when Facebook memes were just kittens and awkward high school bands, I woke up one morning and thought, why is everyone in my feed suddenly frothing at the mouth about the same nothing burger headline? You ever get that feeling? Like your entire timeline's mood shifted overnight? That was the first moment I realized. These weren't just jokes or idle memes. They were engineered. Real deal psychological operations. Stuff designed to weaponize rage before you can finish your coffee. That's the new front. Didn't matter if you were wearing camo or pajamas. You were drafted without a heads up. So let's get deeper. Ammo in this war? It's not bullets. It's algorithms, psyops, and your biochemistry on tap. Weaponized dopamine, slick UIs to pull you into that just one more scroll slot machine. The enemy speaks deepfake, wields rage bait, and pushes engineered content to micro-target divisions and escalate, well, everything, at internet speed. We're seeing deepfakes shape elections, rage bait pumped straight to the top to incite culture wars, and the line between what happened and what went viral is obliterated. Here's the debate. Should tech platforms be accountable as active combatants, or are they just the new terrain everyone's fighting over? Honestly, I veer cynical. When you design the algorithms knowing exactly what lights the fuse, you can't claim to be Switzerland. But maybe that's just me, reading too much into the patch notes on reality. All right, time to get tactical. Let's crack open the playbook. So, malware, DDoS, phishing, those infamous APTs, advanced persistent threats for the acronym addicts. Real life. March 2025. National Defense Corporation gets absolutely hammered by Interlock ransomware group. 4.2 terabytes gone. No, it wasn't just another punchline headline. It was logistics data, procurement docs, a ticking time bomb for the defense industrial base. Then you've got Boeing, caught with their Citrix bleed hanging out. Over 40 gigs of data leaked after Lockbit exploited yet another unpatched vulnerability. WestJet, rattled by social engineering that interrupted apps and internal comms, tied to threat actors who operate faster than most companies can finish a compliance checklist. When these attacks hit, it's not just some company in the news. It's entire sectors jammed up, delayed flights, cut off payments, supply chaos. The ripple can morph into a tidal wave quick. People talk like cybersecurity is all firewalls and crypto wizards. No, the battlefield is messy because the squishiest part, the people, are the biggest exploit. MGM Resorts? Hit with a vishing scam where the attackers found some employee on LinkedIn, then just called support pretending to be them. Boom. Credentials, access, and chaos for months. Aflac and WestJet suffered similar fates. Help desk duped, multi-factor bypassed by persistence, not code. A group called Scattered Spider blitzed whole industries with this mix of tech and charm. They move like ransomware bots. Fast, relentless, but with a distinctly human touch. And you know what? You can patch tech, but your people? That's the squishy part most orgs never secure. Security awareness isn't a checkbox. It's an arms race. And it's our most volatile front. If you want to lose sleep, just look at the 0-day scene. These exploits, unknown to the vendor until someone's already breached, are now getting weaponized within hours, not weeks. Microsoft's CLFS Zero Day hit in April, ransomware rolling globally via a new trick called pipe magic. Half the 0 days in Q1 2025 got exploited within 24 hours of disclosure. That's not a patch gap, it's a canyon. We're staring down nearly 50,000 known vulnerabilities this year, and nobody, not even the vendors, can triage and patch that fast. Remember Fortnite's panic after a CrowdStrike update went sideways? Or organizations realizing they were still open to Citrix bleed months after the CVE dropped? Patch fatigue is real. Threat actors are betting that you don't move as quick as them, and frankly, most orgs are losing that bet. Here's where it gets truly existential. Cyber war isn't just nuking databases. It's hitting the stuff that keeps the lights on and the world turning. Think, DP World ports? 30,000 shipping containers stranded when they unplugged the network after a hit. Ardent Health? Ransomware sidelined hospitals in 3 states. Schneider Electric? More than a terabyte of energy sector data exfiltrated. And that's not just paper pushing. That's operational technology getting kneecapped. Finance isn't immune either. ICBC's ransomware mess literally disrupted the US Treasury market. Dollar Tree suffers because a third-party vendor left files unencrypted and public on the internet. From my old EMS days, let me tell you, when a hospital network goes down, it's not, oops, try again later. Ambulances get rerouted, surgeries postponed, lives on the line. Cyber attacks here echo far beyond the screen. So, how does the world respond? With paperwork, mostly, and some teeth behind it. Governments are getting heavy-handed on defense, telecom, finance. CMMC for defense contractors, NIS2 for EU critical sectors, NYDFS for finance. On paper, these compliance frameworks are both shield and choke collar. Force you to do the basics, but too often it devolves into just checking boxes. Here's the kicker. Is compliance supposed to be a floor or a ceiling? If you treat that certification as the end of your security journey, you're already bait. Frameworks like CMMC work if they build habits, embed continuous monitoring, and if the org doesn't just pass audits but lives the controls. Otherwise, it's security theater with expensive curtains. All right, let's talk defense. No silver bullets, just layered armor. Training, relentless, realistic, recurring. Access controls. No more admin for everybody. Real-time monitoring that actually pings when things go weird. And my pet peeve, tech built secure by design, not afterthought patches. If your vendor doesn't bake in security, you're just building trust on sand. We can't ignore the double-edged sword that is AI either. AI can boost defenders, automate scanning, triage, response, but attackers have the same toolbox now. Deepfake phishing, script automation, ransomware kits that run faster than your ticket queue. Are AI systems a force multiplier or just making the chaos harder to track? The answer kind of depends on which side's using it smarter. And don't sleep on vendor risk. Dollar Tree and TruePill both got rocked from third-party breaches. Your security perimeter is only as strong as the sloppiest partner you've got on speed dial. Contract rigor and continuous reviews aren't just paperwork. They're armor. Now, if you're wondering, is any of this legal? Well, define legal. International law hasn't exactly caught up. Geneva Conventions didn't really prep us for Twitter botnets or ransomware by proxy. There's this urgent need for new norms. Who gets attribution? What counts as civilian targeting? How do you avoid escalating an info op into a kinetic response? The ethics are even murkier. The tech exists to nuke bank accounts worldwide or disrupt medical supply chains. But should you? The lack of clear boundaries just makes cyber combat more volatile. Don't target civilians is easy to write. hard to prove, and almost impossible to enforce digitally. We're still very much improving the rulebook as we go. Glimpsing ahead, emerging tech is already moving the chessboard. AI-driven malware that adapts on the fly, weaponized IoT, and quantum computers that could pretty much slice through today's encryption like birthday cake. Militaries are scrambling to stay ready. Cyber range exercises, red team, blue team skirmishes, tabletop scenarios. If you think basic training was intense, imagine a cyber war game where every outcome is plausible chaos. The new front line is autonomous, adaptive, code against code. But here's what they won't advertise on the recruitment posters. Tomorrow's battlefield isn't a bunker or an embassy. It's your social feed, your browser, your timeline. Stay sharp, hacker. This war drafts everyone. And the next offensive, it's already loading. Keep your eyes and ears open, your mouth encrypted. Hak-Attack, out.
The whispers, a data stream, codes the canvas, paint the scheme. We're the ghosts inside the machine. Nothing's safe, not even your dream.